Well, today we're going to talk about another homage watch. As soon as I can find it, it's around here somewhere. So you got a Hawaiian shirt and Detroit Tiger hat. So, oh, there it is. We'll talk about the Pepsi GMT Pepsi. And if you don't get the Detroit Tiger and Hawaiian shirt reference, I guess we can't be friends. So anyway, this is the Pepsi GMT. It's a 40 millimeter case, and it's 15 millimeter thick. It has an automatic GMT movement. It actually works. At least it seems to be working so far. I just got this out of the box and sized it earlier, actually yesterday. Has a black dial with lume pips. Has the Mercedes hour hand, minute hand, sweeping seconds hand, and then the red GMT hand there. It has the Cyclops for the date, which I don't know how much that actually magnifies. Under the camera it doesn't look too bad, but when you look at it in real life, it kind of distorts the date. It has a unidirectional bezel. It's not bidirectional like an actual GMT should be. And the bezel is really kind of crappy. It's real loose, has a lot of play to it. It moves easy enough, but it just doesn't sound or feel all that great. And the alignment is kind of off. So anyway, the lug width is 20 millimeter on this. This is the size of the bracelet here between the lugs. Lug to lug is 47 millimeter, and then the end link, the center of the end link, lug to lug, is 53 millimeter. This has 316L stainless steel. Stainless steel bracelet, oyster style bracelet with glide lock, which seems to work okay. It comes undone and snaps into place easy enough. It has sapphire crystal. I don't know about that Cyclops, but the crystal is sapphire. It does have a ceramic bezel insert. Color looks pretty nice to me, although I haven't really seen any other ceramic Pepsi bezels. Like I mentioned, the Cyclops and the bezel aren't that great. The end link fitment is not good. This is really loose here. This one is pretty solid, and one side of this is pretty solid. I tried fixing this yesterday. I thought it was a spring bar that was messed up, but I replaced the spring bar and that didn't seem to fix it. I'll attach a video to the end of this one showing what the spring bar was like. I just think it's the loose in the end link. The case back is sterile, just like the Rolex would be. It is a screw down crown. You would think it'd have better water resistance than the 30 meter, but they probably just claim that for safety in case somebody tries to take this diving and gets damaged or whatever. So there is a hacking seconds hand, and it feels like it hand winds as well. Actually, it does hand wind because it was dead when I got it out of the drawer and wound it by hand, and it started up. I bought this probably 6 months ago, threw it in a drawer, and came across it again. And if I would have gotten this out and played around with it, I probably would have tried to return it just because of the bezel and the end link fitment. But oh well. I'll dress up with a Detroit Tiger hat and Hawaiian shirt and wear this for Halloween once a year. I guess it'll be good for that. So, let me put it on the wrist and give a wrist shot. It's a little tighter than I would like. Yeah, it's not too bad. just doesn't feel all that comfortable on the wrist. So we'll see how it goes for the week. Just let me zoom out here. Again, I have a 6.5-inch wrist, slightly smaller than that, but we'll call it 6.5. So it doesn't look too bad on my wrist. Probably about at the maximum size for a watch for my wrist. Zoom back in here. So it doesn't look too bad. Like I said, it'll do the trick when I want to drive around in a Ferrari, whatever that one was from the TV show, Magnum PI, if you didn't get the reference. I watched it. Geez, I don't know how many times I watched that show as a kid. I always thought this was a cool watch until I looked it up back then. I don't know how much the price was, $2,000-3,000, and whether they're now like $10,000-12,000. I haven't really kept up to date on that. Here are the links I removed. I removed 5 links, and actually one of these screws was kind of stripped. I kept turning the screw and it wouldn't come out, so I had to actually poke it out from the back side, and it came out, but I can't find out what screw that is now. So I have just one link left. Did I take them all out? Can't remember. Okay, I guess I took them all out. All right, so let me hit this with the UV light, and we'll close this out with a lume shot. And then I'll check back in on this in about a week. Let me zoom in here. Looks like the hands may have better lume than the indices. The bezel does not appear to have any lume. All right, let me get the lights. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like the hands are green and the GMT triangle is green, and the indices are blue. So I didn't really notice that. Oh, maybe that's why I thought the hands were brighter than the indices, because they're different colors. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, those are definitely green against the blue. So anyway, let me know what you think. Check in with you guys later. I noticed that this end link here was loose on the case. So let me zoom in here and show you why I think that is. So I noticed that the spring bar was in there kind of loose. So I took the spring bar and the end link off and then reinstalled the spring bar. And this is what I noticed. So I'm going to try and replace this spring bar with some other ones I have over here and see if that fixes it.